When it comes to types of investment, we have seen two types of investments. One is security form of investment and non-security form of investment. When it comes to security form of investment, cooperative securities we are supposed to see. Now, corporate securities are divided into two types of securities. One is ownership, other one is creditorship securities. Two types of securities it is. Now, we have to see these two types of securities, corporate and ownership. So ownership securities are divided into two types. One is ownership securities are divided into two types. One is equity securities and preference securities. So this is well known concept to you, it is like I'm just reminding to you, so you know this particular concept well. We'll see one by one. First we'll see to the equity shares, then to the preference shares. Now, equity shares. What is this equity shares? What are the concepts of equity shares? We are going to see in today's class. Now, when it comes to equity shares, these are known as common stock. So a company, whenever they are issuing securities or shares, these are the must issuable securities. Equity share issue ಮಾಡದೆ ಡಿಬೆಂಚರ್ಸ್, ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್, ಇನ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಶೇರ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ common types of shares whatever issued by the company is, if anything is there like that, it is equity shares. Equity shares are issued by the company in the beginning. So they are good for many reasons, and there are some, they have their own disadvantages also. The main thing, advantage or what feature what we can tell is, these equity shares have voting rights. They have voting rights. So when you have voting rights, you are called to be a owner. So those people who are owning this equity shares, they are called to be the owner of the company. So you are a equity shareholder, that means you are a owner of that particular company. We'll see the features of equity shares one by one. Basic for capital structure. So these are very essential for the any type of capital structure of the country. So always it is to be told, when capital structure is told optimum, when it is told optimum is when there is a good mixture of debt and equity. Yeah, so whatever it is, equity is must. Yeah, so it is a base for all types of structure. So these are the features we are going to see. Next, no compulsion of dividend declaration. Dividend kodlebekanta rule illa. So you have good amount of funds, you have good amount of revenue, you can declare dividend, or else you can wait for a next year kodbodu. But you cannot deny for a long period of time. It is like as per the rules of Companies Act, you can there's no compulsion in the sense, years together you can stop payment of this particular dividend. But since they have voting right, they may vote against your company, all those things are there. So but the biggest advantage is you need not pay any dividend. Next, last in settlement. So final payment, when it comes to winding off of the company or closing up of the company, this will come at the end, last. At the end, last it will come. So it will come at the end. Then additional issue. Whenever it comes to extra issue of the shares, first you will issue them to the equity shareholders, then to any other person. So that's why whenever it comes to additional share or bonus share, it will be issued to the equity shareholders. Suitable for gestation period. Now what is gestation period? We should know. See, when a company starts from the incorporation of the incorporation andre registration ಮಾಡುದು, so from that period till it earns its first profit, company will not have any profit. ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಇನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So because there is no profit, they cannot pay interest, dividend they cannot pay. So for them, equity shares are very suitable and very best suited shares. Then no redemption. There is no fixed redemption. When redemption is done is only at the time of closure of the company. ಕಂಪನಿ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ರಿಡಮ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ರಿಡಮ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಶೇರ್ಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, no charge on the asset. You will not keep one asset to set off this particular equity shares. That means there's no security kept for the payment. That means there's no charge on the asset, your assets are safe. Then creation of value. See, for the shareholders, if we are considering, equity shareholders will create a value. They may not get like dividend and all, they may not get, but there is capital appreciation, there is possibility of capital appreciation. Then public knowledge of financial information. See, based on the value of the equity shareholders, equity shares, the people will get the idea of the value of the company. So financial position of the company will be known on the basis of equity shares. Quickly we'll see basic for capital structure. Without that we cannot build any capital structure. No compulsion of dividend declaration. You need not pay the dividend regularly. You can delay the dividend declaration. When it comes to repayment or settlement, when we are seeing the settlement cycle, equity share will come at the end, at the last. When it comes to additional issue, first you will give it to the equity shareholders, and only to the equity shareholders you will give. Suitable for the gestation period, in the sense whenever you are starting the business, from the incorporation till you get the first profit, these are very suitable. No redemption, you need not redeem them until the close of the company. No asset is kept as a security for the payment of equity shareholders. Capital appreciation will be done normally. Then public knowledge of financial information will be necessary for this equity share issue. Next, we'll see to the next things. So that is the basic things of equity shares. Biggest advantage is there is voting right. Biggest disadvantage is you may not get regular income. Next, we'll see to the preference shares, its types and its advantages we are going to see today. Types of preference shares. Based on these things, we are considering the preference shares. First, redemption. Second, participation. Convertibility, cumulative dividend. Now, so the type, one by one we'll see to the types. First, based on redemption, there are two types of preference shares. One is redeemable, one more is non-redeemable. Redeemable and non-redeemable preference shares. So redeemable preference shares are a type of preference share. After a particular period of time, they are redeemable. Andre security or share certificate surrender ಮಾಡಿ you can get back your money, whereas you don't have that option in case of non-redeemable preference shares. Redeemable preference shares, after a particular period of time you can redeem them and you can get your money, whereas non-redeemable preference shares you don't have such option. Next, participation. Based on participation, again two types are there: participatory preference shares and non-participatory preference shares. See, participatory preference shares are those shares who are taking part in the decision making process, or these are the people who are taking some there's one situation like for 3-4 years you are not paying the dividend for preference shareholders, in the sense they are converted into equity shares. In that case, they are called to be participatory preference shares. So participative preference shares will provide suggestions, or they'll take the decision, or at least they'll attend the meeting. Yeah, those kind of preference shares. Non-participatory, in the sense they are not at all concerned with any of the decision taken by the company, or they also will not participate in any such decision. Next comes convertibility. Based on convertibility, there are two types: convertible and non-convertible. Convertible preference shares means after a particular period of time they are to be converted into equity shares or debentures, whereas non-convertible preference shares cannot be converted to any other types of preference shares. So that is the other type. So convertibility, on the basis of convertibility, they can convert into equity shares or debentures, one type. Other type, they cannot be converted into equity shares or debentures, they'll remain same. Next type is based on cumulative dividend. Cumulative dividend, it is cumulative preference shares and non-cumulative preference shares. Now we should know what is cumulative preference shares and what is non-cumulative. Cumulative preference shares are those preference shares where their dividend will be cumulative. ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ವರ್ಷದ್ದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ಗೆ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಆ ರೀತಿ, ಆರ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಫಾರ್ after 3 to 4 years together you will get. It is not one lump sum, ಆ ರೀತಿ. So that is the situation when it comes to cumulative preference shares. Non-cumulative in the sense it may not be added together. It may not be added together. That year's dividend, that year itself you will get. So these are the types of preference shares. On the basis of redemption, redeemable or irredeemable. Redeemable andre after particular period of time it will be redeemable and you will get the money, whereas irredeemable may not be redeemed at any cost. Participation, they are participating in the decision making. Other type is not participating in the decision making. Convertibility, convertible preference shares can be converted into equity shares or debentures, whereas other type cannot be converted into any other types of shares. Cumulative dividend, types of shares, cumulative and non-cumulative. Cumulatively add ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ dividend, it will be clubbed together and together it may be paid, whereas non-cumulative, that year's dividend, that year itself you will get. So these are the things. Next concept we'll see, that is features of preference shares. What are the features of preference shares we are going to see here, why it is advantageous, what are the features. So these features what we can consider as free features of preference shares: fixed dividend, preferential claims, no appreciation of market value, ownership. So these are the things we are going to see. We'll see quickly one by one. See, the greatest advantages of preference shares is whatever will be the situation, on every year on a fixed date you will get fixed dividend. Yeah, a company will pay you fixed dividend, your dividend will not be kept as pending. Whereas equity shares you may not get dividend. Yeah, regular dividend barlikke chance illa equity shares alli. Whereas in case of preference shares you have a fair chance of getting fixed dividend. ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಒಂದು 10%, 12% ಆ ರೀತಿ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ preferential claims. See, preferential claims in the sense, preference shareholders have always preference in payment of dividend as well as repayment. Company close ಆಗುವಾಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ preference shareholders will get the money, later equity shareholders will get the money. When it comes to dividend payment also in the same way, preference shareholders will get the returns at the beginning after the loan certificates and equity shareholders will get at the end. Next, no appreciation in the market value. See, market value ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. When it comes to equity shareholders, there is a chance of increase in the market value because it is traded in the market, whereas preference shareholders are not at all traded in the market. So when it is not traded in the market, how we can consider that its value will increase? Yeah, so value will not increase, it will remain same. Only the thing is every year you will get fixed amount of dividend. Then ownership in the sense, see here you will not have ownership of the company. Your ownership is only up to the value of that particular share. You have preferential rights and everything, but you are not going to vote in the annual general body meeting. Of course there is a possibility of voting if company is not paying dividend for many years, then it may be converted into equity shares. At that time there may be voting, otherwise there is no voting rights for the preference shareholders. So quickly we'll see fixed dividend, preferential claims, fixed dividend ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ, a regular dividend and fixed amount of dividend. Now preference will be given on repayment as well as dividend payment. appreciation of market value, there's no appreciation in the market value, value will remain same. Your company's ownership will be there. You will not have the ownership shares. Yes, so these are the things. That is about ownership securities. Now we have to see creditorship securities. Three concepts will come. Briefly I'll tell these three concepts. Now three concepts: corporate bonds, debentures, perpetual bonds. Now what is this corporate bonds? What is debentures? What is perpetual bonds? We should know the concept. Now corporate bonds means these are the securities or loan certificates issued by the company to earn some money, to attract funds from the general public. They will issue some types of bonds. Those bonds are called as corporate bonds. By issuing these bonds, company will get huge amount of money. Andre company hostu company already there is one company established adadu company untu. They want to expand themselves, they want to do more production, or they want to do any other types of things related to expansion, for which they need funds. Funds beka, they'll issue these bonds, corporate bonds, loan certificates, so they'll get funds. Next, debentures. Debentures, we know already what is debentures. Debentures are also some kind of loan certificates, whereas you will get fixed interest rate. There's an interest rate for debentures. You will get fixed interest rate, and that is a good income. Whereas in case of debentures, they won't have voting rights, or they won't have any other preferential all those things. But before preference shares it will come. First debenture claims will be settled, then they will come to see the preference shareholders, then at the end equity shareholders they are going to pay. So that is the concept related to debenture. One more concept is there: perpetual bonds. Perpetual bonds are one type of bonds where they are also known as hybrid bonds. Normally the banks will issue these bonds. So after the year 2005-6 they are issues, and it is authorized by RBI. RBI allows to issue only those people, those banks which have given the permission to issue these bonds can issue this particular bonds. So it is a debt security. Bank will issue this, and for the period of 15 years tanaka validity untu. So up to 15 years there is a value, and on the expiry of 15 years banks will redeem this bonds. So these are the three types of creditorship securities what we can consider. One is corporate bonds issued by the corporate people, they are the loan certificate. Debentures, again it is a loan certificate, fixed interest rate you will get. Normally it will be redeemable after a period of time. Corporate bonds have less maturity period, whereas debentures have little more compared to corporate bonds. Whereas perpetual bonds are they are hybrid bonds, as I told. 15 year will be the maturity period. So these are the things. In next class we are going to see the innovative instruments. There are some innovative instruments available at present in the market. We are going to see to that. Yes, thank you.